What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today, well, we found out who the super physical leader is, and, well, we were all wrong for the most part. Even Riku, man, even though you call the adult Gotenks, it is technically Gotenks, but it's a character we just had, and we've had for less than a year now. I'm not even joking on this. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty disappointed in this one. Like, this is kind of like, what? Why? Like, I'm gonna show you first. I'm gonna tell you what I like, what I don't like, and I guess what this could possibly show for the future of the game. I really don't know. So anyway, so let's go check out the Twitter account, and let's take a look here. So if you don't know who it is by now, it is Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Yes, let that sink in for a minute. We have Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks as the god leader for Tech. Now we have a physical one. Yeah, really, Bandai? Really? There are some either other older cards you could have been, you know, kind of upping a bit, or we could have come out with a total new guy, but I guess not. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool. I mean, I'm glad we got the super physical leader, but at the same time, there's some actually some kind of downsides to him depending on what team you have and all that kind of stuff. So, first off, let's check out his super, and then we're going to check out the card himself, okay? Because I'll translate everything. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the super. Go ahead. Alright, so you have your 9 key and your 10 key super right there. 11 key. I have to admit, I like that. Ha 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 ha! I kind of laugh at him. All right, there's your 11 key, and then here's your 12 key. All right, you know what? I give them props. You know, this always happens the further along these games go. The animations get better, you know, they're cooler and everything. So not bad, not bad. All right, all right. So let's take, let's take a look at the card himself, because there's a lot to translate here. There is a lot. So as always, just gotta make sure I'm zooming in the right area. Okay, so give or take, that's about the size of the screen as if you're playing the game, give or take. Okay, so right here, okay, we know what he is. He is the super physical, you know, leader. HP attack and defense up 120%, key plus 3, and then extreme is the 50% and 1 key, okay? Of course, on this team, you're not going to be running in extreme. That's what cooler's for, so yeah. He has 3 different super attacks just like before. They all do immense damage, and I think Bandai's got a hard-on for greatly lowering defense. It does nothing for us. Nothing. Except for Brawly's events. It does nothing. Seriously, either make lowering defense actually useful, or just give us lowering attack, or don't give it this, or increase attack, or increase defense, or, you know, whatever it might be. Stop with this greatly lowering defense of the enemy. It does nothing for us, but rant over, basically. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at his passive skill, okay? So his passive skill is attack up 120%. That is unconditional, up 120%, and it even says, like, it even says right here, Hajimete kara nanatan no, and then you gotta keep going over here, and then attack up 30%. So for 7 turns, at the beginning of 7 turns, and for 7 turns when he's out on the field, your attack will go up an additional 30%, hence probably the whole, you know, he's in Super Saiyan 3 type of thing. And your defense, gotta go way down here, and your defense goes 30% down. Okay, sure, cool, I guess. Don't have him block, I guess. I mean, we all know Vegito Blue is gonna be the blocker here, because with a Vegito Blue on this team, oh yeah, that's happening right there. So yeah, so that's his passive skill. So basically 120% up the entire time. So you go past 7 turns on something, then, you know, you're only gonna be at 120%, but it's 150% for the first 7 turns, and then your defense goes 30% down. Okay, I guess, cool, you know, kind of different. Now let's take a look at his super attacks, okay? So 9 key. Now it says 9 key here, and oops, I did not want to do that. It says 9 key, but it also is 10 key, okay? So basically, 9 key is immense damage, greatly lowers defense. It is the Galactic Donut, where he smashes it into Boo. If you do the 11 key, it's a Kamikaze Ghost attack / missile barrage attack that he does, which I have to admit, I like the whole ha 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 kind of animation thing. So that's pretty cool. That one increases attack greatly for 1 turn if you're looking at the kanji there. So attack ga cho, which means greatly increase your attack for 1 turn. It does immense damage, of course. And then his 12 key attack is that headbutt thing. And that deals immense damage. And with that one, you lose 7% of your own health, okay? So HP no 7% o damage. So makeru. So you lose, makeru means to lose. So lose 7% of your health, essentially, okay? So that is it for his super attacks. That is his passive, and that is his leader skill. Link's, he's got Super Saiyan, Fusion, Over in a Flash, pretty much what you'd expect kind of thing. Fierce Battle, of course. So yeah, so that is Gotenks in a nutshell. Not too shabby, I guess. So let's go back into the game. Let's make up a team real quick, okay? So here, I'll do it on my hero team, and let us make the team. We'll you all out. Okay, so for Gotenks, obviously I'm just going to use the tech Gotenks, okay? Pretend this is the physical Gotenks right now, okay? So physical Gotenks is in there. We're going to go cost, we'll go super, and we'll go physical. So there we go. Okay, so what would be kind of your ideal team to work with this Gotenks here? Because this Gotenks, unfortunately, has a few problems with running with him, which is not going to be... how do I want to say this? Okay, he's got a few problems. It is not like, oh my gosh, you know, you never want to use this guy or anything like that. He's obviously going to be one of the best cards in the game, as currently right now on May 31st, 2017. Basically June 1st, Japan time by the time you're watching this. Okay, but it's kind of like with the tech Gotenks and when we got TN. You know, again, not huge detrimental to the team or anything like that, but if you have the best physical super cards, it could be a detrimental to Gotenks himself. Not to the team, but to Gotenks. And let me explain, okay? So first off, you'd want to throw in, Vegito Blue here, which is obvious. If you have a Raleigh, you can throw a Raleigh in if you want to. Unfortunately, I don't. So my replacement for a Raleigh is the physical Gotenks, because his attack up 100% when he's supered, and I have a maxed SA, so that is always good. Next, you want to be throwing in that Z-Sword Gohan if you happen to have him. I unfortunately do not, and actually this might work out better for me, and I'll explain why in a little bit here. So for me personally, I will be throwing in Pan, then I'm going to be throwing in Bardock, okay, and the reason I'm throwing in Bardock is because A, he gives, if his attack is 30% or HP is 30% or above, everyone +2 key and attack up 20%, so that's pretty good. He both supports and he seals. Of course, Gotenks is sealing as well. So, you know, as of right now, probably most events you don't need to worry about that, but who knows, maybe future events you will need to be worrying about sealing them all the time. You know, I'm just, for me personally, this will be my best team. You could easily throw, instead of Bardock, you could throw in this God Goku here, which I actually might, because it is attack up 25% and then key +2 as well. But with this Bardock, I was able to raise his super attack quite a bit, and anytime I get an agility Bardock, I throw him in. So that's kind of why I'm going with that. So again, maybe you can just simply do Bardock instead of Gotenks, depending on what you have, potentially. I'm going to be doing a lot of different teams in here. I might even test out the Ultimate Gohan. Yeah, he's a very kind of an old card, but you know, the attack stacking and the way they changed everything, you know, it could be pretty good. So I'm not going to complain about that. Let's see. I've got one more spot, and you know, actually, the more I think about it, let's take out Bardock just for a minute. Let's put in God Goku, and let's put in this Great Saiyaman. And if you're wondering why the Great Saiyaman is actually going to be a really good card to put in if you want to link with a Raleigh, because he has shocking speed and prepared for battle, which is really nice. So anyway, so for me personally, this is about the best team I can make personally right now. So let's just go ahead and take a look at that right there. Okay, so obviously Gotenks would be where, or the physical Gotenks would be where the tech Gotenks is right now. So that's about what my best team is, give or take. I don't have Gohan. Now, if you're wondering, why did I think actually me not having Gohan is a benefit, it's because of the way Gotenks is. He's got Fusion, he's got Over in a Flash. Who does that link really well with? Oh, that's right, Vegito Blue, okay? So automatically by having those two linked on the field together, because realistically, that's what you'd want to be doing. You want to have Vegito Blue coming around every other turn. it's, yeah, you're basically guaranteed Gotenks' 11 key attack, or 12 key attack. I think you'll get, let's see, plus 2 key, plus 3, that gives you 11 key, but you have to touch one orb. So unless you're doing the Boo event, where you collect the candy, and you don't have to worry about that, then, okay, you get the 11 key. Otherwise, you are getting the 12 key automatically with Vegito. Just having Vegito Blue next to you, you're getting the 12 key no matter what. Now, of course, some of you are probably gonna look at it and go, okay, come on, let's be real here, Talon. We got so much HP, losing 7%, that's nothing. It's probably like 10% before you Dokkan Awaken, 7% after you Dokkan Awaken. It's just like with Kaioken, right? Who cares? A little bit of percent, and you're right, that is true, you know, but I don't know the numbers yet, but I'm going to assume that the 12 key super attack for this guy is weaker than the 11 key attack. So again, I think it's one of those things where we're gonna just have to accept it, and I'm gonna have to accept it as well, that you are never gonna get 12 key off with having Vegito Blue in the same rotation as Gotenks. But you want to have them in the same rotation, or at least on this field, because Vegito Blue is going to be amazing under Gotenks at 120% just from 1, so technically 2 is going to be amazing with his defensive capabilities of him tanking now, especially if you've thrown some orbs into him into the ability system. We've already seen how much he improves from that, so with the extra benefits from the Gotenks lead, he's going to be a beast. So you want him around. He is going to be hitting like a truck like no tomorrow. The only downside is that Gotenks, you're not going to be able to take advantage of only giving Gotenks the 11 key or even the 9 or 10 key. He's going to be getting 12 key no matter what. And again, you know, tons of HP, who really cares? Maybe that's why they gave it to him. You know, obviously I don't know what goes through the people's minds sometimes when they make these cards, but that's one thing. Now, another thing that has to actually do with the Z-Sword Gohan is the fact that he gives plus 3 key. Well, that automatically gives Gotenks, 12 key right there, especially if you have a Vegito right there. Now, maybe if you come across the rotation where you have Gotenks, let's say if you put Pan in there, and then you have the Z-Sword Gohan. Z-Sword Gohan will give him the plus 3 key, which is only going to give him 9 key, and then you're going to get 1 and 2. So great, that works out really well. But that's if you're keeping the Z-Sword Gohan and Gotenks on the same rotation. Personally, for me, the more I look at this way, and actually might want to run Bardock over the Gotenks, and the only reason I'm even saying this is because fusion. You get the fusion link from Gotenks, and if I have anyone else in there that happens to give plus 2 key, well, now that I think about it, having Bardock will still give him plus 2 key, just minus the fusion link. So actually, Gotenks and Gotenks together are not bad, but it's definitely that Vegito Blue, and especially when you get Gohan around on that rotation. Or if you have Gotenks Super Saiyan 3, and you have Gohan there, fusion's plus 2 key, which gets you to 8 key, plus 3 is 11 key, and then you have to get 1 automatically. So that right there can cause a bit of a problem. Again, and I've said this many times already, lots of HP already. You're probably just gonna have to get over the fact that we're gonna be seeing a lot of headbutts on somebody that we are fighting. So unfortunately, because I actually do like that animation from the 12 or from the 11 key there. So yeah, so that's gonna be about my team, give or take, probably. You know, again, I'm gonna play around, see which ones work out a little bit better. But yeah, so that's the Gotenks. That's now the thing that seems a little. I don't want to use lazy, but I want to use that word at the same time. We've had Gotenks for less than a year, so now we can expect a new Buuhan, we can expect a new Super Vegito, I can guarantee you that, which I think we kind of did, but I think we're going to wait a little longer, Bandai. It hasn't even been a year yet. So that's, I don't know, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Like, are you excited for Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks? Are you wishing it had been a different character? I was personally wish it had been a different character. I was expecting the over and a flash thing, obviously with Vegito Blue and everything, but Gotenks? Like, really? And then on top of that, we already have an event, a Z-Hard, or is it Z-Hard or Super? No, it's Super. Yeah, we have a Super difficulty already that gives us 7 medals for this guy. So either they're going to change the current one that gives us 7 medals already, or we're going to have a brand new event that gives us 7 medals again for a different Gotenks, which I guess that could be it, but I don't see, I don't know. So again, this is most likely going to be released tomorrow afternoon, and we'll go from there and see. So I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below, guys. What do you think about this? You know, are you excited for Gotenks? Not really. Are you just more excited like I am for the fact that it is a super physical leader, but not so excited the fact that why Gotenks? What do you think they're going to do with the event? Are you going to be pulling for the guy? Not going to pull for the guy? What's your team setup and all that stuff? Let me know down in the comments below. Again, the team that I simply gave, or I have currently here on the screen, not the best team by any stretch of the imagination, but I think a pretty solid team, and that is what I can personally use pretty well with. So, again, let me know down in the comments below though what kind of team you'll be running personally, and we can compare and contrast and everything like that. So yeah, there's gonna be some, there's always gonna be some tests and everything. I guarantee you the 11 key will be stronger than the 12 key if he's anything like his tech counterpart right here. So yeah, so that will definitely be interesting. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Leave a comment down below. As always, leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you happen to be new. Until next time, everyone, I will see you in the next one.